Module 2. What is academic integrity? The Center for Academic Integrity defines academic integrity as a commitment, even in the face of adversity, to 5 fundamental values: honesty, trust, fairness, respect, and responsibility. Academic integrity, therefore, is a set of unwavering values that students, educators, and scholars uphold as they learn, teach, and collaborate. Together they strive to nurture these values and ensure they're built on a solid moral and ethical foundation. It is indeed a collaborative endeavor that requires the commitment and participation of each and every stakeholder within an academic institution. Successful learning can take place only when all the members of the learning community trust one another, are honest in their work, respect themselves, and respect others. Just as you expect your professor to be knowledgeable in her field and do her best to teach you, you also expect her to treat you with fairness and respect. Likewise, your professor looks forward to building a relationship with you that is founded on trust and mutual respect. This special bond between teacher and student is the underpinning of a sound educational setting, and without it, the wheel of knowledge and progress will come to a halt, and we will all end up paying the ultimate price of living in a society that is plagued by incompetence. A society in which we can't trust our doctors, our lawyers, and our airline pilots, because there's a possibility they may have cheated their way through college. What constitutes a breach of academic integrity? Every educational institution lays out and enforces a set of academic integrity policies that safeguard its educational mission. While the types of infractions covered in this tutorial are commonly recognized by the vast majority of higher educational institutions, we encourage you to carefully review your own institution's academic integrity policy for other types of violations that may not be discussed in this course. Types of academic dishonesty. Plagiarism. The most common form of academic dishonesty is plagiarism. Simply put, to plagiarize is to use someone else's words or ideas without proper attribution. Plagiarism includes copying text verbatim from a print or digital source without quotation marks and a valid citation, paraphrasing or summarizing from a print or digital source without a valid citation, mimicking the structure of the original source when paraphrasing or summarizing from a print or digital source without proper citation, patch writing, substituting certain words with synonyms from a print or digital source without proper citation, expressing an idea in the form of a collage from multiple sources and presenting it as your own, using inaccurate citations when quoting, paraphrasing, or summarizing from a print or digital source, intentionally using the wrong source when citing to mask plagiarism, resubmitting an entire assignment you have written for a different class or from a previous semester, resubmitting a portion from an assignment you have written for a different class or from a previous semester without proper citation, translating content from a different language and presenting it as an original assignment without proper citation. All of the above fall under the category of plagiarism and constitute a breach of your school's academic integrity policy. There is, however, an exception when attribution may not be required. This is often referred to as common knowledge. Common knowledge refers to basic facts and concepts that are commonly known to the audience you are addressing, in which case attribution is not required. Note that it is not always clear if a certain information qualifies as common knowledge, so when in doubt, always cite. We will discuss common knowledge in details later in the course. Cheating. When a student cheats, he or she is intentionally violating the oath of trust they made when they joined their school for the purpose of obtaining higher grades they do not deserve. It is the ultimate form of moral degradation and clear evidence that the individual engaged in this unscrupulous behavior is not fit to be part of their school community. Academic cheating includes asking a friend or family member to do your own schoolwork, hiring someone to do your own schoolwork, including ghostwriting or purchasing papers from online paper mills, violating exam rules by using written notes or previously prepared answers during an exam, violating exam rules through the use of any unauthorized form of digital technology, including computers, digital tablets, smartphones, smartwatches, and other types of wearable technology. Violating exam rules by sharing exam questions with other classmates or friends during or after the exam. Sneaking a look at a classmate's work either on paper or a computer screen and copying their answers during a test. Collaborating with other students on a school project without the knowledge and approval of your professor. Other extreme forms of academic dishonesty involve the intentional falsification and fabrication of information for the purpose of masking or challenging an academic infraction. This includes illegally accessing exam or grading information for the purpose of leaking questions or falsifying existing grades, altering exam answers then asking for a regrade, impersonating others to take exams on their behalf, conspiring with others to take exams on your behalf, falsely claiming an emergency or an illness to delay a scheduled exam or an assignment, providing assistance to or failure to report a student who violated the school's academic integrity policy. Consequences of violating your school's academic integrity policy. All forms of cheating and plagiarism are extremely detrimental to one's personal and academic experience. Individuals who cheat in order to pass a course or obtain a college degree are first and foremost certain to be incompetent in their area of study. Such individuals are often insecure and likely to project ineptitude among peers. As a result, they are unlikely to succeed in their professional lives. More disconcerting is that some of these individuals may end up in professions that deal with matters of life and death, and there's a real possibility they may end up causing serious harm to others as a result of their ineptitude. How schools respond to academic integrity violations. Every academic institution has a clearly defined process for handling various forms of academic infractions that range from a verbal warning to outright expulsion from the school. A student who neglected to cite a source on her research paper may be reprimanded by her professor for sloppy work. But it's equally possible that the professor opts for a much harsher response by reporting the incident to the school administration and initiating the process for official disciplinary action against that student. This is often the case with repeat offenders. Other extreme types of cheating can lead to immediate suspension, and in some cases may even be treated as criminal acts and reported to the local civil authority. Regardless of the outcome, academic infractions become part of your school records, so they are extremely damaging to your academic reputation and will certainly impact your future career, as many employers today perform thorough checks on their candidates that include school transcripts. The Academic Integrity Committee. When a student is accused of plagiarizing or cheating on an exam, the case is handled by a special committee that is made up of staff, faculty members, and may sometimes include students. The committee looks at all the cheating evidence presented by the professor and agrees on a final verdict. The right to due process guarantees a fair hearing and allows accused students to defend themselves. We have designed this course to educate you on the dangers of violating your school's academic integrity policy by helping you recognize the most common forms of academic infractions and offer you important tips and strategies on how to avoid plagiarism. At the same time, we encourage you to take advantage of all the resources that are available at your institution, especially libraries and writing centers, and never hesitate to ask questions and seek assistance from your professors when needed. Keeping the lines of communication open with your advisors and your professors is critical, especially in difficult times when the stress and pressure of school projects and final exams may impair your judgment. Please refer to your institution's academic integrity policy for the full list of guidelines and penalties on plagiarism and cheating.